Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Ball XenoVerse.
Dragon Ball Vice. Verse.
Dragon Ball Versus. So last time we finished up a whole bunch of parallel quests and we're ready to go talk to Trunks to get some more of that main story. So, any backstory you really need for this one is just that, remember how we said that Trunks in the Cell Saga came from the future? Well, as it turns out, in his future, Goku died of a heart disease, and those androids that Cell absorbed killed everyone. So he went back in time to prevent that, and that's where you saw him in Cell. The first mission we're going to tackle here actually takes place just before Trunks went back in time. Keeping in mind that Trunks was not strong enough to fight off the androids.
So, does that make Trunks John Connor?
Yes.
Does that make me a Terminator?
Yes.
Does that make me the Terminator that showed up in the opening scenes of the Terminator movie? The first one? That it wasn't Arnold?
Maybe, but I think you're Arnold. I think you're Arnold.
I can live with that.
You got the build for it. For all these years, he's still keeping up.
Surprisingly, yeah.
So, Android Saga. Read that if you want
to read it. And then blip, 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 blip. Blip, blip, blip.
Come on, man, we can't be spoiling the second half of this.
God, quick, don't look at that second one. As I cover the screen as if it's going to transfer into the video.
Alright.
And now, we bring you breaking news on the android threat. Bridgetown, just south of West City, is at this time under attack.
This is my... Wait a second. What's going on?
Trunks, your existence is in jeopardy now. The future is just about to change.
Y'all don't look so good. You may want to take something for that.
I like how she comes up and just looks at him and goes like, oh, this shit again. Like she's encountered this more than once.
Yeah, I'm
like,
fading out of existence again.
I mean, I understand she's the Supreme Kai of Time and therefore would probably be aware of stuff like this, but just the fact she's like, this shit again.
I think it's been mentioned before that Cell's imperfect form is actually in this game. The model for it is actually in this game, though it went unused, and it actually was used in this game, though you only ever see it in the cutscene we just saw. So that's the thing.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do you mean? You died in the past, you're fading from the future.
Not that complicated.
Present, future. Past, future? End of time. We're playing Chrono Trigger now.
Okay.
This is screen switches over to this one. End of time.
Probably the workings of those two.
Not those two.
Considering they're the only two that we know that can mess with time right now.
That they know of.
Wait, they want to change history? Erase me completely?
Well, changing history has been their goal.
Yeah.
I mean...
Erasing you now is just the fact that they can get away with it because...
Yeah, they didn't even know who he was for a while.
Yeah.
Supreme Kai of Time, what should I do?
Stop freaking out and concentrate really hard on existing.
Calm down. It's dangerous for you to act now because your existence is ephemeral. However, we don't have much time left. Could you stop those two?
I could, but my table at Dave & Buster's is about to come up, and they got some really good water in here.
Guys,
I know he dropped Trunks' character for that line, but something about the inflection of the way he still does it, it just makes it funnier than it needs to be.
Yeah, like, honestly, if he had said that with the same connotations, with the same voice and everything, in Trunks's, but still with Trunks's voice, I think it would have fit better.
Yeah.
But something about it just wouldn't have been as funny.
Yeah. Apparently he got a lot of flack about that, too, which I feel is bad about, because it's just like...
I don't know, don't call him. He had to submit his lines to the place, and they're the ones who looked at him and said, this is alright. Same guys who said, hey, Vegeta.
Yamcha's the
Vegeta.
one that made it. Yamcha's the one who did it. I did it.
Same ones who took the Vegeta and said, let's keep that one.
The cruel androids of the future.
Keep in mind that the androids, they're already way more powerful than Trunks, but the darkness thing doesn't just make them more powerful, it also makes them more vicious. In the original timeline, Trunks, he certainly didn't win, but he managed to fight him off and at least get the crap out of there. Which didn't go so well for him this time.
Also, fun fact, these androids are actually weaker than the androids we know.
And yet we can beat... yet we can beat Super Perfect Cell.
Super perfect villain is chocolatey awesome special edition Cell.
Yeah, so... However that works. This is just a really, really strong villainous boost on him.
Your clothes, give them to me.
Who are you?
Hey,
Oh.
look, 17.
She went
Seems like
flying.
there are
That was
other
a
people
he.
coming
I
after
couldn't
us
tell which one it
besides
was.
Trunks.
It's 18.
I think I'll make
Well,
you
that's why
outplay.
apparently 17 decided
You
to start
monsters!
dyeing his hair
Not
different.
without a fight. I'll avenge Gohan.
You just don't
The
give up,
androids,
do you?
I'll just point out, are,
Always
at least in
manage
my
to piss
opinion,
me off.
the single most annoying enemies to fight in this game. Like, I don't know what it is about them. Just like their moveset, their AIs, I don't know. But they are
I think
unnecessarily...
I hit both of them with that one.
Oh man. But they are unnecessarily annoying to fight. And this fight especially is rough because Trunks can't take a punch to save his life. Though we've gone to Trunks' timeline, I would keep in mind that Dragon Ball Z takes the multiverse theory to time travel, which is that when you go back in time and change an event in the past, instead of changing the future, it actually creates a split in the timeline, where there is now a new timeline that reflects the change that you made, and your original timeline still exists unchanged. So this is in Trunks' future. That green orb is like their evasive super or something.
Don't
Well,
tell me
better
you
me than
actually
Trunks.
think you're stronger than us. You're not any different from that Gohan
Which one has
loser we
which
killed.
one has less life?
Damn it.
I don't know, I'm just kind of
feel so
beating on whatever
helpless.
one decides to beat on me the most.
Maybe a better plan to just focus one down. Just to get one out of the mix.
18's almost dead.
That looked enjoyable.
It wasn't.
Come on, go down, go down, go down, go down! Yeah! Now just punch the crap out of him and keep him occupied. As long as he's not punching Trunks, this fight is cake. Of course, he doesn't like the idea of not punching Trunks. Kind of his main directive in his programming. Number 1, punch Trunks. Flash! Oh, man.
Rude. Trunks punched him with the energy bullet thing.
Alright, Trunks, just keep your pants on for half a second. Yeah!
Just go over and rip out their metallic hearts and eat them. It's like I don't even need to eat, I just did it because.
Namekians, though they do not need to eat anything but water, they can at least have an appreciation for other foods.
We don't really eat water, you drink it, but...
Well,
you
as
know,
far as...
The point's that I drink their metallic blood.
Am I leveling up?
Somehow, they actually managed to chase away the androids. I'm perfectly aware of our power gap. I can't beat them as is. But I survived, thanks to you. I have to thank you.
Huh. I knew you'd show up. What a lame reaction. I bet you thought you actually helped him. Am I right? You see, Trunks, I actually made 2 changes.
My body. We weren't able to. Look at it. It's turning transparent. History hasn't been corrected.
Look, I've gotten a rise out of you. But there's nothing you can do, I'm afraid. It's too late now. Resistance is futile.
Damn it. What else could have been changed? At this rate...
You seem to be troubled. Don't make that face. Would you like to go to the change? I'll take you there. Here, take my hand. You have no time. You have no choice. Good, good. Tell the Supreme Kai of Time that I'll see her soon.
Phew. We actually made it back. We're in my era. No matter what, I have to bring peace here. You are...
Cella's here. Save Trunks.
Okay, wait here for just a second, because there's
That's right,
some...
I made a deal with the devil to save Trunks' life. What are you gonna do about it?
Wait just a second, because there's actually an amount going on here that we need to point out, so to say. Which is, for one, you saw Cell watching as Trunks got killed by the androids.
Yeah.
When we looked in the future. That was actually Cell seeing the androids in the future, I'm guessing. Anyway. Which is why then Cell is here in his perfect form. He shouldn't be in his perfect form.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah.
He's not even supposed to be out of his incubation chamber right now.
But apparently that's also one of the changes they made, because you saw even in the flash forward, even Cell was like flashing villainous.
Yeah.
So apparently they sped that crap up and got him to break out sooner.
There's just the fact that there's 3 different cells that were running around. There was the one they killed when he was still in incubation. There's the one that came back from an alternate timeline.
Yeah, completely separate from the other times.
And then there's this one, which is Future Cell, which is future Trunks' timeline.
Yeah, so, for one, this is not the Cell that we beat. That Cell is from a third timeline.
God.
This Cell is from future Trunks' timeline, where he should not even have woken up yet, but instead he's woken up, found the androids, and absorbed them. Typically, what happened here is Trunks, this takes place, or this Trunks is after the fight with Cell
after
in
the
the
Cell
main
games.
timeline.
So
So
he's-
Trunks at this point is crazy powerful, because he just returned to his own
Yeah,
time
he's more
after
powerful
that.
than in Perfect Cell.
Yeah.
I think he was already more powerful than Semi-Perfect Cell in the main timeline.
Yeah, so he normally just went back to this timeline and wiped the floor with the androids and Cell, because none of them could put up a fight.
But now
Except there's Cell here that's been sped up and turned into Perfect Cell and made villainous.
Cell? You're in your perfect form?
Funny you should ask, really. You might be interested to know that I absorbed 17 and 18.
Number 17 and 18?
are. No, just 17 and 18.
That's impossible!
Not the numbers, just...
And also, how is it that you know my name?
Yeah, because technically Cell and Trunks have this Cell and Trunks have never met.
Didn't you? That's the only explanation for it.
I like how he knows
You
he went
know
to the
so
past,
much
too.
about it. Oh, did you bring
Well,
your little
Cell is
friend
actually
along for the
surprisingly
ride?
intelligent.
Is he
Haha,
here from
I
the
hit you with the
past
Final
too?
Flash.
I'm warning.
Yeah, he's still got the upper half of his
Interfere,
body, though.
and I'll exterminate you.
Went flying.
Now, this Cell has some super armor, which is a little irritating, but other than that, this fight works well because this Trunks can take a blow. And can serve as a tank if you need it.
I just had a hilarious thought where I shoot the Earth with the Final Flash and I go like, that's alright, we'll just use the Dragon Balls to... Oh. Well, technically I'm right, because there is the Namekian Dragon Balls we could still technically use.
Yeah, because Piccolo and Kami are dead in this timeline. Because everyone's dead in this timeline. That's depressing.
It is kind of... I mean, it's an interesting idea to see, like, what Dragon Ball would be like if they didn't have
As
the
long as you exist,
backup of the
humanity
Dragon
has
Balls,
no
but
future.
it's also
I
the weird...
will
Wow,
defeat you here.
that was awesome.
Shut up, amateur.
It ends for you here, Cell!
But it's also kind of sad to see, like, all these characters that, keep in mind, this ran for a long time in Japan, just watching them all die and,
You're still
like,
not
they can't come
anywhere
back
near
ever
powerful
again.
enough to defeat me. Well, that was a close call. Might have even been dangerous. That is, if I hadn't already attained my perfect form.
Yeah, it's kind of funny when...
Just wait
Cell
a minute, I'll get my ultimate form here.
What happened?
It's kind of funny when Cell shows up at this point, and he's effectively the main arc villain that just showed up and said, "Hey Trunks, I'm gonna fight you one-on-one." And then I'm gonna be made villainous just to top that off.
Aww.
That was really cool. I really wish that killed him.
I did kind of kill him with Ki. There. Mission accomplished.
I expect a more skillful performance next time.
Why is it so hard
that
to get a
clear?
rank above D in this fight?
Just for me. Because I'm the best.
That's what it means, really.
Yes, it means I'm the best. Come back here with my ultimate form and destroy... Wait, that's the next arc.
It's all finally over. Everyone. I have to thank you, too. But first, I need to know something. You've helped me a lot throughout this entire thing. I have to know, who are you? So I'll know someday? That's not cryptic. Where did he go? This is such a strange feeling.
I like how Trunks calls you out for being cryptic, despite the fact when he first showed up, he had to be cryptic as hell.
I'm gonna fight you, but I'm not gonna tell you why, and then I'm going to expect you to trust me.
No, I mean, even in the original series, he, like, showed up, gave him cryptic hints, like, go to this place on this day, and androids will show up, and I can't tell you much more. Bye!
Now, I can finally thank you. Thank you very much.
Like, some people were asking, why, like, characters don't remember you as important as you were in a lot of these things. And I think somebody offered an interesting rebuttal to that. Or not rebuttal, but an interesting comment on that.
I actually have the reason for that.
Okay.
Is that once you fix the timeline in this whole thing, it snaps back to the original timeline.
Yeah, somebody said that, like, once you get it at least close enough, it snaps back to the original. So you effectively were never there.
Yeah. Though I think Goku kind of has an understanding that you've existed.
Yeah, and you see Trunks here say, now I can finally thank you. I feel like maybe if it's, like, brought to light or something comes up to tell you of it, you'll remember it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it didn't happen.
So, Trunks, aren't you glad?
Well, I'd certainly be glad I'm not fading out of existence anymore.
I was having fun. I could go to the girls' bathroom. They couldn't say shit.
I'm sorry. Sorry for making you worry over me.
That's alright. I just made a deal with the devil to help you. Because I love you that much.
Yeah, nothing big.
Kissy face. I mean, you can't see it through my massive beard, but...
Still, who do you think that guy was?
Cell? I killed him. He's dead.
I think he means the devil.
He helped us, sure, but he seemed to have the ability to time travel.
He was the supreme Kai of...
Anti-time.
Time...
Negatime.
Wobbly dobbly. It was Doctor Who. We're killing Doctor Who. Yes! Finally, my vengeance will be sated.
What's strange is, he seemed to know about us too. And he had a really unusual energy.
Like it was demonic or something.
Almost demonic.
What? You'll come visit me soon? What does that mean?
Well, I visited you, and it was soon.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like talking to you. I just wanted to stop by and say hi at some point.
Also, could you see this tattoo? I just got it.
It's not really a tattoo so
No
much as it is
way.
floating energy above my hand, but I think it looks cool.
Do you have any ideas?
It stands for D. What's the D stand for? D's nuts! And I don't even have those.
No. But it can't be. He shouldn't be able to enter into this world.
Mike? That bastard.
Yeah. Can it is, because story writing. I mean, really, you're gonna expect a story where, like, hey, something's happening. There's no way he could get out. He's gonna get out.
My ratings, A and D.
Add.
Omino Domino. In the year of, I kicked your fucking ass! That's what it means in Latin.
Alright. Okay, so that should just about wrap us up for the day. That actually opens up a brand new bunch of parallel quests, as well as a new story arc.
I'm standing proud. You know why I'm standing proud?
What?
These nuts!
So, in the end of the day...
I didn't even mean for that to happen. It was the staircases in the way of the camera. So it gets a good picture of these nuts. Okay. Since Pornaka's dying over here, next time we'll take on the parallel quests that are open to us, and then after that, we'll deal with the next arc, where my nuts will become ultimate. Until next time, everyone.